Hey guys, what's up? It's Cubey time, and in today's episode of W.I.L, Lube, we'll be putting mustard in a 3x3. So if you don't know how this series works, I take this crappy Dienshank stickerless 3x3 and I lube it with different substances, in this case mustard, to see how the lube will perform in the puzzle. But before we actually get into the lubing, we have to set a baseline to see how this puzzle performs before lubing with the mustard, and then we can compare it to how it performs after. So let's get right into that. The Dienshank stickerless 3x3 is an overall terrible cube. It's really slow, however it does maintain a pretty smooth feeling. However, there is absolutely no corner cutting on this puzzle in either direction. When turning this puzzle, you get extreme lockups, and not to mention, it pops really easily. So let's see how this mustard works on this cube. So let's get right into it. I haven't made a W.I.L Lube in a while, so this is going to be a pretty fun time. So, I'm not sure exactly how oh my god. Okay, never mind. Let's just get right into this. I feel like every time I do this, the food just, or whatever it is, just doesn't want to cooperate. Alright. That's a good amount. Alright, now we're going to put it back together and see how it turns. Let's wipe this up real quick. Yay. Alright, now you guys can point out the stain in my next few videos there. Alright, so let's start turning this puzzle and see how it turns. Well, I can tell that there is a pretty big improvement. It's a lot smoother. It's actually kind of finger trickable now. I would definitely recommend this, actually. Overall, it gives it a pretty smooth feeling. Like, it feels really similar to, like, whipped cream did. It's just not as fast. It's decent, honestly. I definitely recommend it. It's probably one of the better ones that I've tried out. Yeah, pretty good lube. Let's just take a look at the inside and see how it looks. Oh god, that's pretty gross. So yeah, it's pretty good. Overall, I would definitely recommend it. It turns pretty nice. So all in all, mustard was actually a pretty decent lubricant that I tried out in this series. I put it in the upper half of lubes that I've ever tried out, and overall, it makes it a little bit faster, and it makes it a lot smoother. Overall, though, it's probably the worst smelling one, though, and when you're solving with the puzzle, it's not really pleasant to smell. Maybe I'm just not a fan of mustard, but overall, I didn't really enjoy it. But in the end, it's a pretty good lubricant, and I would not recommend it. It's decent, it's just fun. Obviously, I'm not going to get my best times on this cube just due to its lack of performance, but I wouldn't knock it till you try it. So, that's about it for this episode of W.I.L Lube. Comment what else you want me to put in a 3x3, and what else you want to see on my channel. And as always, thank you guys for watching.